Hey guys, it's Kay. Welcome back to my channel, Hub Neat Home. I'm a professional organizer and home enthusiast living here in the lovely Boston, Massachusetts, where it is currently cloudy, so I'm sorry if the light is a little bit poor for this video, but I wanted to film something a little different for you guys today. I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about what's in my cleaning arsenal and what my favorite cleaning products are. These aren't all the things I love to clean with, but they are a lot of the things, and I thought I would give you guys some ideas if you're looking for some other some alternatives basically to harsh chemical cleaners. Are you ready? Let's go. Just a little bit of a disclaimer before I start this video. I'm going to refer to what people usually refer to as chemicals as harsher chemicals, just because I did a lot of studying of science as a kid. I really was into science. Like growing up, my parents are in the medical field, and there were lots of science books hanging around, and I was very interested in science, so I have a great respect for the stuff around us. And the stuff around us and the study of chemistry is basically the science of stuff. So when I studied chemistry, I found out a lot about how the world works and about how materials work and how things work. So things containing man-made chemicals, in my opinion, aren't necessarily going to be harmful for you. You just have to do your research. Chemicals that occur in nature can be just as harmful as chemicals made by man, such as cyanide is a really harmful chemical that occurs in nature and can definitely hurt or kill you. So just do your research and make sure that you're doing the right thing for your family and the right things in your home and things that are going to be worked best for you. And for that reason, I don't use chlorine bleach in my house, simply because the things in chlorine bleach happen to be very irritating to your lungs, your eyes, things like that. So I, being a professional soprano also in my other life, I want to avoid things that are going to be very irritating to my respiratory system. So and also, if you mix bleach and ammonia, that's the other reason I don't use ammonia in my house. You can create some really harsh reactions with certain molecules that are also going to be very irritating or even fatal if you don't have proper ventilation. So before you either villainize chemicals or say everything's okay, just do your research, figure out what's going to work best for you, and let's get started. So because I don't use chlorine bleach in my home cleaning products, I needed to find an alternative to bleach, because bleach is really just more of an action. There are many kinds of bleaches in the world. So chlorine bleach is one of the more irritating bleaches in the world, even though it's very effective. It's very effective actually at killing bacteria, killing germs. So if bleach is actually a really good idea if someone's been very, 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 very sick in your home. Bleach is a great thing to get rid of some of those germs, but it also can be very irritating to your lungs. So instead of using chlorine bleach, I do use a couple of other disinfectants and bleaching agents. The bleaching is just a chemical mechanism that sort of breaks the bonds that create color. So that's actually what is causing the color lifting from bleach. So I think color molecules are like a double bond, so it kind of breaks the bonds. I don't know. I can talk more about that in another video, but I don't really want to get too much into the science. This is a bleach alternative, and it's sodium percarbonate. So this is different than chlorine bleach. It's not going to be as irritating to your lungs, and it does the same bleaching action, although not particularly as strong as regular chlorine bleach. So you might have to use a little bit more, but it's a really great bleach alternative because it's not as irritating to your lungs. This is the Laundress bleach because I'm fancy like that, and sometimes when I'm in stores I look at these Laundress products. I'm going to talk about a couple of these Laundress products, and I can't resist. This is unnecessarily expensive. If you need to grab sodium carbonate, I do believe OxyClean is the same thing, so don't feel like you have to grab the fancy stuff. The fancy stuff is just for if you're feeling fancy and you're feeling spendy, grab this. But this is a great alternative to regular bleach. You can use this in your laundry. You can use this for regular cleaning. Just make a paste with water and this, scrub it down. It's really, really effective, and it works really well, and is a great alternative to chlorine bleach. Another thing that's a really great alternative to chlorine bleach in your home is actually hydrogen peroxide. This is actually a great thing to use on your on cuts and stuff if you have a cut, because it's very effective at killing germs and bacteria. It has a really great also bleaching action to it. So if you have, I actually found this worked really well. And it's actually, when you buy this solution, it's actually already mixed with water, but I'll dilute it even a little bit more with some water, put it in a spray bottle, a very opaque spray bottle, because as soon as this is exposed to light, it's not going to be as effective. It's going to break down the product inside. So make sure that you put it in a opaque spray bottle. I use this as a stain cleaner for when I had a white couch and a white chair. I did have a white couch for about, oh gosh, 6 years, and it was so beautiful, but I also had some stains, and this cleaned up the stains every time. And we also have a white bedspread in our bedroom, so having this around is really, really great. And also if you get some cuts, this is really great too. So, and hydrogen peroxide is super cheap. You can get it at Target for like next to nothing. So I always keep a bottle of hydrogen peroxide, and it's come in handy a lot. I've repurchased this over and over and over. Now, not an alternative to bleach per se, but in the same way that bleach is a great disinfectant, I have been switching to using rubbing alcohol as a disinfectant, isopropyl alcohol. I'll mix it again with some water. Again, the alcohol that you get from the store is already diluted with water, sometimes half, sometimes a little more than that, sometimes 30% or whatever. But it's also a great disinfectant that's not as irritating. It is a little bit irritating to the skin, so try not to use this on your skin. Again, some skin products have alcohol in them as well, and I find that they used to be very drying on my face. So if you have dry skin, I would probably avoid getting this near your skin, or I would actually watch out for skin products that have a lot of alcohol and you're wondering why your skin is so dry. That's why. But it's also a great disinfectant, so I like to put it in a reusable bottle like this, a great spray bottle like this. This one came from the Container Store. I found that this works really well. It hasn't, the spray nozzle has not crapped out on me as far as I can tell. Sometimes I'll put a little essential oil in here as well, tea tree oil. That's actually another sort of more gentle disinfectant as well. And I'll spray on a surface and then wait a couple of minutes, and then I'll wipe down, and then it'll be disinfected. Usually I'll do this on the bathroom, the toilets, the doorknobs or whatever. So a general rule in disinfecting is that cleaning and disinfecting are two different things. You should clean first and then go in with your disinfectant. So I like to wipe down with some general purpose cleaner and then go in with my disinfectant, and it smells good and I like it, and it's very cheap. Buy it for next to nothing at Target, put it in a spray bottle, dilute it with some water and rubbing alcohol. You got yourself a pretty effective disinfectant that's not as irritating to your lungs as chlorine bleach. And this wouldn't be a cleaning video if I didn't mention baking soda and distilled vinegar. I use vinegar for everything, and I also use baking soda as a good deodorizer. If you have a litter box, you know the wonders of baking soda. You can sprinkle it right on to the litter box and it takes away a lot of the odors. It's got some, I'm not really sure what the odor reducing action is. That's actually something maybe I'll talk a little bit about the science of cleaning. I find it's fascinating, but it's really good at taking away odors. It's in a little spice jar with a little top there where I can sprinkle out the baking soda, because what I do is I sprinkle this on the carpet because I do have a dog and he is a little bit smelly sometimes. So I sprinkle it on the carpet all around and I wait about 15 minutes and then I vacuum it up and all of the odors are gone. It smells nice and fresh and clean. And baking soda is pretty good for everything in the house. Just make a paste, give it a little rub down, and it's pretty good at cleaning most things. And you guys know, this together, they're really great together. They produce the most fun chemical reaction ever, but it's really fun. We got our acid here, we got our base here. They're good cleaners around the house. These are really great with laundry. Distilled vinegar is actually really good at taking away odors as well, and getting things really nice and clean. Sometimes I'll run a dishwasher with a bowl full of white distilled vinegar in it, and it comes out really clean and shiny. I'll put a little of this in the rinse cycle in my dishwasher, and the glasses come out really squeaky clean. So vinegar has lots of uses. Just grab it again from, this one's from Target, and it's really super cheap. If you hate the way vinegar smells, and sometimes I understand vinegar really smells bad, you can get a scented vinegar, but again, this is super bougie. This is from the brand Laundress. If you're feeling very spendy, go grab yourself a bottle of this scented vinegar. I do believe I paid $12 for this, which is obscene, because you can just grab a bottle of cheap vinegar, put some essential oils in it, maybe like a drop of perfume if you have that, because that's basically what's in this. It says deionized water, natural corn-derived vinegar, essential oils, and fragrance. Boom. So again, this is unnecessarily expensive, but again, that day I was feeling bougie, I was feeling spendy, and I grabbed this. And you know what? And honestly, it still smells like vinegar, but just like a little bit also like lavender. So you could totally like just put some essential oil drops in this and in like regular vinegar, and it would be totally fine. And I didn't mention essential oils in this video, but I really do like essential oils. I like using them around the house, not to like ingest them or anything like that, but just to make things smell nice. And I have that diffuser that is also really nice that I love so bad that I'm probably gonna put on after this video is done filming. But essential oils are a great thing to have around the house. Lavender and tea tree and peppermint are my favorites, along with, I love lemon as well, and eucalyptus. They're all really good. So grab yourself some essential oils as well. Here's something if you're feeling spendy, but you, it's not, I don't think it's a waste of money as much as I think the other things are a little bit of a waste of money. But in terms of doing laundry, sometimes you need to hand wash sweaters, especially if you have a special really delicate wool or a cashmere. You don't want to be putting a lot of that stuff in the washing machine. I mean, you can try to put it on delicate and see how it works out, but a lot of the sweaters that I have, I actually hand wash in the sink and hand dry. So this Laundress wool and cashmere shampoo is amazing, and it smells like cedar. It's amazing. And it says up to 32 washes, but I think you can do more than that depending on how many sweaters you're washing at one time. There's a dog hair on it. I love this. It smells so good. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like cedar and like a little bit of perfume. So this makes a great gift if you know somebody who lives in a cold climate and they have a lot of sweaters and they need to wash them. What a great Christmas or a holiday birthday gift this would be for them. So I definitely highly recommend this. It smells amazing and it's not a total waste of money. How much did I pay for this? It's really expensive. This is like 19 bucks, but I've had this forever and it's gotten my sweaters nice and clean and it smells amazing. So if you're feeling spendy, go for the splurge. While I'm talking about laundry products, I might as well talk about one of my favorite things that I don't talk about very often is this Fresh Wave multi-purpose additive. Now, this can be used in the laundry if your laundry is smelling kind of musty or if your laundry machine is smelling kind of musty. It contains like some natural like cedar extracts, I think what it is. It's like, it says water, natural extracts of lime, pine needle, aniseed, clove, and cedarwood. And I do recall hearing some bizarre story about the founder of this company actually being able to eat the product and it's not toxic. So that's weird and a thing. But if I can find information on that, I'll link something down below. But I'd love to add this to the wash if my clothes are particularly smelly, or if I find a place that's seeming kind of musty, I'll pour some of this in a spray bottle, spray it around, and it makes it smell really good for like 5 seconds, and then all the smell disappears. It doesn't cover up smells, it actually just eliminates smells, which I think is weird, but it's great and I love it. All right, Mrs. Meyer's is my main squeeze pretty much. I love Mrs. Meyer's. This is the all-purpose cleaner, which I have diluted and put in a spray bottle and basically use this all around the house for everything pretty much. This is the lavender. This one's my favorite, but they come in a bunch of other really beautiful scents. Geranium, which I thought smelled really gross for a while, but now I think it actually smells good. They have limited edition scents. Iowa Pine, so good. It comes out at Christmas. Oh, it smells so good. This is my dish soap. It's really, really good. It makes doing the dishes that much better. Another one of my favorite things to clean with is actually Bon Ami. Like it's a powder cleanser. So this is kind of a strange thing to talk about. It's kind of like Comet but it doesn't have any of the, it's a less harsh chemical than Comet. It's just, it's basically a natural abrasive cleaner, so it's not gonna suds up like a lot of the things that you are used to cleaning with. So what I like to do is use this to clean my stainless steel sink and the bathroom, the shower floor, which is sort of a stone. It really gets a lot of the dirt and grime off, and it's really actually really good for cleaning stainless steel pots and pans. So I'll sprinkle a little bit and make a paste and with my sponge and go to town, and it gets everything nice and clean and shiny. It's basically got 5 ingredients in it. It says limestone, feldspar, surfactant, soda ash, and baking soda. I guess the surfactant is kind of a soap, but it doesn't lather up. It's not a lather. This is actually a brand new can because I ran out, but you can get this at Target for literally, I think it's only like $1.50. It's really cheap and it works really well. There's another product that is similar to it called Barkeeper's Friend that actually works really well as well. There is something in Barkeeper's Friend that can be slightly irritating to the nose and throat as well. So I like that one too, but be careful. Barkeeper's Friend is great if you have some copper pots and pans. I think it makes them look new again, but I try to avoid using it for anything other than that, just because it's a little irritating. You have to wear gloves. It's a whole thing. But Bonami is pretty benign, and it's easy to use. It doesn't smell like anything. It's just a cleaner. It makes your sink look amazing if you have a stainless steel sink. Give it a try. Plus, it's got a chick on the package. I mean, come on there. Bonami. The last things that I really, really love to clean my house are, you guessed it, microfiber cloths. I'm pretty obsessed with these. I do know that they do put a little bit of tiny plastic into the universe, and I'm looking at Current for some better alternatives, but the alternatives that I have used don't clean as well, and they leave streaks. So I have a bunch of different microfiber cloths that do different things. I have one for the TV and any kind of electronic screen that works really well. I have one that is specifically for glass, but I mean, let's be real, you can use any microfiber cloth on it, but it's a Casabella cloth from Glass, and I think I got it for free, so I'm gonna use it anyway. And there's also one that's specifically for stainless steel. I don't know why, but it works. It works for stainless steel. And then I have a couple that are specifically for dusting. I really, really love microfiber cloths. They do a really good job cleaning and not leaving streaks around. The dusting cloth in particular, I love the most. And when they get dirty, you can just pop these right into the washing machine. When you are washing these, do a separate cycle from your normal laundry cycle, because you cannot use fabric softener with the microfiber cloths, because they do use sort of a static electricity charge to clean well, especially these are like charged to pick up particles. So I would avoid using fabric softener and just give them their own cycle. I usually wash them all together. I have a little like microfiber, I guess, laundry basket in my laundry that when it fills up, I just have it do its own cycle and get them nice and clean and fold them and put them back. But I love these. I love them more than paper towels. You know, I use paper towels when I'm doing a really dirty job, like cleaning the toilet, but usually everywhere else, microfiber cloths, I love them a lot. All right, you guys, so that's some of my favorite cleaning products and what I use them for. I hope that I gave you some ideas of the things to use if you are looking to eliminate chlorine, bleach, or you're looking to eliminate harsher chemicals from your cleaning routine, just things that are less irritating to the lungs, irritating to the skin. I usually wear gloves when I clean. Sometimes I don't, but usually when I'm cleaning things that are really extra germy, I'll put on a pair of gloves and it makes me feel a little bit better. But let me know what your favorite cleaning products are in the comments, or if you love any of the ones that I featured in this video today. If you like videos like this, please subscribe. I publish 3 times a week, and I do videos on home organizing, home cleaning, and just general fun. I am considering adding some music content to the channel as well, because that's a big part of my life and I would love to include it, but I'll see what you guys have to say. Anyway, like this video if you like it, check out the other videos on the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Stay neat.